Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to True Ambition Fitness. Today, I'm doing something slightly different. Well, okay, so this past Friday, it was the 4th, right? And this video was put out by Nicole Arbour. It is called Dear Fat People. Oh gosh, everybody's making response videos to this. What the heck? Why is everybody talking about this? Blah, blah, blah. One thing that she said on her video that really got under my skin, you know what I mean? And just like, wow, I can't believe you just said that. But she's a comedian. You know, comedians aren't just straight up, oh, hi everybody, how are you doing today? I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna talk to you about this situation. No, they literally, I mean, most comedians, if you think about it, especially big comedians, have gone out there and they've said some pretty bad things. But when it's about a group of people that are already do not have that well of self-esteem, and when you actually start talking about it in an insulting manner, it gets a lot of hype, which this video did. And oh man, dear fat people, that right there, I mean, automatically you know that the video is going to be a little bit, well, exactly what it says. It's talking about people with either overweight or obese problems, and I believe that she really was trying to focus on the obese part, considering that she said 35% of America is obese, which she has right. A lot of America is obese, and it is kind of sad. And the fact that, okay, let's think of it this way, a lot of people are going to be like, no, she's mean in the way that she went and did it, and that is true. She was very vulgar and very disrespectful in the way that she went about talking about these people. But then at the same time, she did bring up some facts that I want to kind of point at, kind of give a little key that, hey, this might be true. She might have not went about it the right way and saying it the right way, but obesity is huge in America. 35% of the people are obese, about almost 70% of people are overweight. She was making fun of this group of people. When you talk about a group of people in general, you are going to get some hype if you say negative things from those group of people. And also people who support those people or relate to those people. And in my case, my family is pretty much overweight or obese, all of us, in some way, shape, or form. And actually, in my case, I have a thyroid condition. In fact, I'm going to tell you a little story. My doctor, he gave me a call. This is exactly how it went. Ring, ring. Hello? Is this, Mr. Sands? Oh, hey, Doc, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I have a question for you. What's that, Doc? What's your question? Why are you not 400 pounds? I don't know. You tell me, Doc. It's your job. Well, you have this thyroid condition that, well, you should be pretty big boy right now. Well, I guess the gym helps and, you know, nutrition. Okay, well, I'm gonna put you on this pill and it should help you. Thank you! That sounds great. But that's how that conversation went. I was a little chunky. I was at 32% body fat. When I got out of the military, when I got out of the army, I was 32 and almost up to 37% body fat. And oh man, I was getting tubby. That's the thing. I couldn't control my weight. I didn't know how to. And also, I was depressed and I had some hand into it. But the biggest time that I really got depressed was when I lost my eyesight. And if none of you knew before you watched this video, I am a blind bodybuilder. Ooh, kind of weird, huh? Nicole, when you went about telling people in a vulgar, disrespectful manner that they are fat, obese, and talking about, don't get away, you're fat. No, that is very disrespectful. Okay, you know what you do to those ants? When you take that little magnifying glass and you're burning them, that's basically what you're doing with your words. These people already have a self-esteem of not very much because people already in their life are telling them, hey, you're fat. Hey, get this under control. Hey, and in all actuality, a lot of those people might have a disease or something that relates to the reason why they are fat. Oh, okay, she did point out in her video, she said, if you have a disease or something, this video is not meant towards you. In all actuality, when you're talking about a group of people in general, I hate to say it, but it is pointing towards them. Even if they have a disease or something, they are still overweight or obese. You gotta be careful the way you word things, especially when it comes to the internet. People are gonna dissect it and be like, hey, you know, get up in your face. Watch out what you're saying, okay? That's the biggest thing when you're making videos and anything like that. I will say she is a comedian, so her being a little vulgar and out there makes sense. People need to also take that to heart too. It's just like, man, let's put it this way. When you're being made fun of, you gotta kind of be an adult about it, and the fact that you don't need to get angry about it. You can disagree with it and say something in a respectful manner, especially since they're joking, you joke back too. I mean, it's fun to joke. Sometimes a little bit of comedy with a little bit of comedy can make a positive. But when you're taking a negative thing and making more negative responses, people out there, there is no way anything good's gonna come from that. The biggest thing I think she had wrong was she said fat shaming is not real. It is real and it is hurtful. Me personally, I was about 150 pounds when I was in 5th grade. I was a little tubby. I didn't have my growth spur yet. And I got made fun of a lot for it. And then in 7th grade, within 2 years, I had dropped down to almost 100 pounds, but I was skinny. As in, I had an eating disorder. I was anorexic. But here's the thing. I was at one time considered obese. I lost that weight in an unhealthy manner. I wish I would not have ever done that, but I learned a lot from it. Nicole, when it comes to certain events and people or things, you need to learn from it. So these people are telling you, hey, don't be so harsh, don't do this. And you went about saying, hey, you're going to put disclaimers on your videos from now on. And for one thing, if you're going to watch your video and it is named that and people have already said these terrible things about it, why are you're the one who made the decision to watch it. So don't be hating too much because you're the one who made the decision to watch it in the first place. Here's the thing, it's comedy. I mean, she was trying to get something out there in the open, but it's still comedy. So if you don't like a comedy show because of the type of comedy that it is, you don't watch it, right? So why the heck would you do it in this case? And when you're out there dogging her because she was making fun of people, yes, we all know she did it in the wrong manner, but she's a comedian and they do things like that, okay? I'm not saying she was in the right, but I'm not saying she was in the wrong. She got some things out there that needed to be said, people need to realize that you might have a problem if you're obese. Here's the thing though, there are diseases that contribute to this disease of obesity, and there are quite a bit of them. And like I said, I personally have one of those diseases, and a lot of people in my family are overweight or obese. I have a few individuals in my family who are in 300-400 pound range. So now that they're down below and getting themselves taken care of, I'm so proud of them. It's just when we all have this one thing that is engulfing our life, which is obesity, it is hard to talk about. She got that out there. Good for her. That's about the only thing I'm going to say about good for her when it comes to that though. Because the rest of the video was very rude in the fact that, I mean, she was even talking about a family, and she said Chubby the Hut or Chub, I don't know what she called this boy. But you do not, especially if they're young, you do not make fun of somebody because of their weight. They are a growing individual. You want them to have worse esteem issues? That is just terrible. I would never say that to my daughters. My daughters, they are beautiful little girls, and I will always tell them that. And you never go to a child or an individual and tell them straight up to their face that they are obese or you're fat. That is the rudest, most inconsiderate thing in the world. Seriously, why would you do that? A lot of people though lately have been looking at their lives and saying, hey, maybe I have a problem. Maybe if you look at her video, she did it in the wrong way and she did fat shame, which is a true thing. She lied about that. Obesity is out there. The thing is, when you're making fun of somebody because of it, their self-esteem is already slim to none because of it. Some of them might be fighting depression because of it, because they don't know what to do. They feel like they're down in a hole so dang deep that they are not going to find their way out. So you don't need to dig that hole even deeper for them. That isn't the way to go about doing it. You need to be sensitive about these subjects. Really, really sensitive. Because especially when it pertains to maybe children out there who are growing, who might just be still a little thick. They might think, oh, they see this video and they will feel shame, sorrow, and hurt, and they feel so much pain on their chest just because you are talking bad about a group of people that they might relate themselves to. The thing is, they are still young and they don't know how to react to something like this. The thing is, Obesity is a real thing and people have trouble with it and they fight it every day. Harsh truth. But then the thing is, that isn't your place if you don't know them. If you do not know them on a personal level, why the heck are you out there trying to dog them? There are so many people who are angry about this. I'm not necessarily angry. I wouldn't say that. I personally agree with the fact that she got it out there. I just think she did it in the wrong manner, shape, and form, because fat shaming is a real thing. There are people out there committing suicide, and there are people having trouble with this thing at this very moment. Okay, the point I'm trying to get by is people are sensitive. So when making a video and putting it out for the world to see, make sure the point that you're trying to get by is at least in a respectful manner. You gotta be respectful, especially when it comes to health. But I'm gonna actually end this video a little bit different than I normally do, because normally I would tell you, hey, be ambitious, have a great day, which I'm still gonna do. But first, I wanna have a little guest with me. Okay, so as you can see, I have my daughters here. This one right here is Charlie. This one right here is Claire. They are the most beautiful girls on this planet. I'm gonna tell them that until I can't tell them it anymore, you know? I love these girls with all my heart, and I just want everybody out there to know that when you're saying mean things like that, people, little girls like this, little boys out there, they can feel very, very sad, down, hurt, or even just, there's some sensitive subjects out there. So you really need to make sure when you're talking about something that can really be hurtful or harmful to somebody, that you're doing it in a respectful manner. Everybody, go out there, have a wonderful day, and be ambitious. I'll catch you next time.